Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome back, my dear students, grade 7 in English for Libya. Welcome back with me, Mr. Abdulmuttalib Al-Buaishi, in Unit 8, Lesson 3, page 65. So open your book on page 65. Page 65, 65. Unit 8, Lesson 3. Unit 8, Lesson 3. Ready? جاهزين؟ Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. This is the title of the lesson. Are there any sandwiches? Are there any sandwiches? هل هناك سندوتشات؟ Okay. What are the boys doing? Read the conversation and answer Sam's question. So this is Sam, and this is his friend. What are they doing? What are they doing? They are cycling. Very good. So they are cycling. Okay. So we have here two pictures. The boys are cycling, and here the boys are going to have some food. Okay. This is the conversation between Sam and his friend, and this is also the conversation between Sam and his friend. So this is Sam, and this is Sam here. This is his friend. Okay, let's give him name. Ali. Okay, so this is Sam, and this is Ali. Sam, Ali. Okay. Sam. Okay, already his name is Jack here. Okay. Let's stop, Jack. Let's stop, Jack. I'm hungry. Let's stop. Stop. قف. Okay. دعنا نقف. Let's stop, Jack. I'm hungry. I need something to eat. I'm hungry. Okay. Let's stop, Jack. I'm hungry. Okay. Okay. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? So this is the bag. What's in the bag? Sam asking Jack, what's in the bag? شوفي في الحقيبة, okay? So now this is what we are going to see, what's in the bag now. Listen to this conversation here. Jack and Sam. Okay. So this is the bag. Jack, there is some cheese and a bottle of water. There is, يوجد, some cheese and a bottle of water. Sam, are there any sandwiches? Are there any sandwiches? Jack, no, there aren't any sandwiches. But there is a packet of biscuits. There is a packet of biscuits. Sam, oh, good. Oh, good. Is there any juice? Is there any juice? Jack, no, there isn't. But there is some fruit. But there is some fruit. There is a bunch of grapes and 2 apples. There is a bunch, يعني bunch يعني زي ما نقول احنا هي المفروض تكون رابطة لكن هي مقصود به عنقود. A bunch of grapes عنقود عنب and 2 apples. Okay. Listen and repeat now. Jack, there is some cheese and a bottle of water. There is some cheese and a bottle of water. Are there any sandwiches? Are there any sandwiches? Jack, no, there aren't any sandwiches. But there is a packet of biscuits. No, there aren't any sandwiches, but there is a packet of biscuits. Sam: oh, good. Is there any juice? Is there any juice? Jack: no, there isn't. But there is some fruit. But there is some fruit. There is a bunch of grapes and 2 apples. Clear enough? Okay. Before I read or ask and answer these questions here, are there any biscuits? Yes, there are. And are there any sweets? No, there aren't. Is there any bread? No, there isn't here. I want you to underline these words. Okay. بيكم بديروا خط تحت الكلمات هذه. There is some cheese and a bottle of water. Are there any sandwiches? No, there aren't any sandwiches, but there is a packet of biscuits. Oh, good. Is there any juice? No, there isn't, but there is some fruit. There is a bunch of grapes and 2 apples. Okay. If you see here the difference between some and any here, look at these 2 sentences here. There is some cheese and a bottle of water. شوف الجملة هذه. There is some cheese and a bottle of water. شنو نوع الجملة هنا؟ What kind of sentence? Positive, negative or question? هل هي مثبتة أم منفية أم سؤال؟ Is there negative here? في كلمة نقطة هنا؟ No. في علامة استفهام. Is there a question mark here? No. So it is affirmative, positive, مثبتة. جملة مثبتة. إذن في الجملة المثبتة زي ما أمس في الدرس اللي فات خدنا احنا some. There is some. There is some cheese. There is some salad. There is some apples. There. وهكذا. Okay. There is some cheese and a bottle of water. إذن في الجملة المثبتة لما عندي شيء معين بنقول يوجد بعض. يوجد بعض. أوكي. لو نجي نلاحظ هنايا الجملة هدية شو نهايتها هنايا؟ What's the end of the sentence? Question mark. So it's question sentence. جملة سؤال. شو الفرق هنايا؟ هنا في sandwiches وهنا في cheese. هنا في some وهنا في any. The opposite of some in negative and the question is any. عكس كلمة some في النفي والسؤال any. يعني بنسأل بنقول is there ما نقولش is there some cheese. بنقول is there any cheese? Is there or are there any sandwiches? لو هنا بنقول حاجة أن كانت بنقول is there any cheese or are there any sandwiches? Are there any, for example, apples? Okay? So, in a question and negative we use any. In negative and the question we use any عكس some يعني. نقول هنا there are some sandwiches. This is the sentence. Okay? هذه الجملة. There ركزوا معايا are some sandwiches. تمام. هذه جملة مثبتة. نبي نحولها لسؤال. الجملة هذه بنقول are there. هنا عندي some. لما بنكون سؤال بنعكسها بتولي any. Are there any sandwiches؟ ونجيب علامة question mark علامة استفهام. شو قلت الجملة؟ There are some sandwiches. هنا جبنا are جبناها في البداية و there ولت في مكانها. some هنا حولت إلى any. Very good. بقى في النيجاتيف بنقول there are not. نفي هنا ولا؟ there are not. بدل ما نقول some بنقول بنقول any. نقول are there not any. ونكمل sandwiches etc. اوكي. اذا نعود مرة ثانية القاعدة. في حالة الجملة المثبتة بنستخدم some سواء countable or uncountable. لما يبدأ عندي العدد مش مهم بنقول some. إذا كان uncountable بنقول some أيضا. في حالة النفي والسؤال بنعكس بدل some بنحط any. Very good. بنحط any. So there are some sandwiches. Are there any sandwiches؟ هل يوجد أي سندوتشات؟ There are not any sandwich. ولا يوجد ولا سندوتش. Okay. شوف هنا ask and answer. Any. Are there any biscuits? Yes, there are. Are there any sweets? No, there aren't. بالطريقة هي في السؤال نتحولت are there any. Are there any. Are there any biscuits في uncountable وsweets في الكاونتبل استخدم any. الزوز في الكاونتبل uncountable بدل some نستخدم any. Yes, there are or no, there aren't any. Okay. Look at this rule here. Is there any bread? No, there isn't. إذن في حالة الأشياء المعدودة بنقول are there. Are there any biscuits? Are there any sweets? في حالة uncountable بنستخدم is there any. Is there any bread? Is there any for example salad? Is there any rice? Is there any for example chicken, oil, أي شيء غير معدود بنقول is there. Is there any bread? No, there isn't. يعني ما نقولش there aren't. There aren't يعني في الأشياء اللي تنعد فقط. لكن في الأشياء الغير معدودة بنستخدم is there. مثلا there are some sweets. شوفها هذه تو معدودة ولا؟ there are. علاش قلنا there are؟ لأن السويتس نقدر نعدوها. There are some. There are some sweets. قلنا there are هنايا أخذت there أخذت sweets أخذت are لأنها معدود. There aren't any sweets. There aren't any sweets. هنايا في النفي شوف علامة النفي اللي عندي هنايا not. There aren't any. إذا في النفي والسؤال نستخدم any. There aren't any sweets. Are there any sweets؟ الآر هنا جت في حالة سؤال. إذا نقولوا are there any sweets. هذه في حالة countable. countable. في uncountable كيف بنقول هنا في uncountable؟ مثلا عندي سلد والله تشيز. هذا ما يزوز uncountable. لما في حالة الإثبات بنقول there are some salad or cheese ونوقف. There are some cheese. طيب بنحاول ننفي هنا الجملة هذه بنقول ما فيش لا سلطة ولا جبن. اوكي شو بنقول؟ there sorry there is sorry here there is I'm sorry there I'm sorry for that أعتذر جدا على الخطأ. there is some salad. there is some salad. احنا قلنا في uncountable دائما بنجيب الverb be is. قاعدة ثابتة بنجيب الverb be is. there is some salad. بنحاول نفي بنقول there isn't any salad. very good. any salad. by cheese there is some cheese. كيف بنحاول نفي؟ the same. yes very good. there isn't any cheese and full stop. there isn't any cheese. نعود مرة ثانية للقاعدة. الأسماء المعدودة في حالة الجمع بنستخدم are. نقول there are and some في الإثبات. في النفي بنقول there are not any. في السؤال بنقول are there any. هذا في حالة الكانتبل. في حالة الانكانتبل الأسماء الغير معدودة. فور اكزامبل عندنا زي salad وتشيز مثلا وتشيكن وغيرها. فبنقول there is some salad مثلا في الإثبات there is some salad. في النفي بنقول there isn't any salad. في السؤال بنقول is there any salad. واضح أكيد؟ تمام. خلينا نرجع بيكم من تو للدرس باش نزيد نأكده مرة ثانية للمحادثة. Okay. What happened? Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Look at this conversation. What's in the bag? There is some cheese and a bottle of water. ركزوا معي هنا. There is هنا. علاش قلنا there is؟ لأن cheese uncountable. Because the cheese is uncountable, so we use verb be is. There is some cheese and a bottle of water. Are there any sandwiches? Why we use verb be are هنا؟ علاش استخدمنا verb be are؟ لأن sandwiches countable because the sandwiches are countable. So we use are there, and in the question we change some to any. Very good. في الحالة السؤال بغير some إلى any. Excellent. No, there aren't any sandwiches. نفس الشيء هنا في النفي negative. No, there aren't any sandwiches. Why we use verb be are? Because sandwiches is countable. Oh good, is there any juice? Is there any juice? هنا استخدمنا verb be is. Why? Because juice is uncountable. لأن juice غير معدود. Okay, is there any juice? No, there isn't. No, there isn't. But there is some fruit. هنا fruit uncountable أيضا استخدمنا is. There is some fruit. Why we use is here? Because fruit is uncountable. There is a bunch of grapes and 2 apples. Right? So this is the end of the lesson of today. هذه نهاية درسنا اليوم إن شاء الله. Thank you very much. See you next lesson again. Thank you and goodbye. قديش دقيقة؟